What is that? Ah, it is the venerable sage Narada Muni. My lord, you have come in a most timely way, for the disappearance of Sri Neelamadhava has plunged me into an ocean of anxiety.
O Indradumna, O virtuous one, be pacified. The Siddhas, Rishis and demigods of the higher worlds have all heard of your exalted devotion and wish you well. Therefore, please be free of all anxiety. You should know that the Supreme Personality of Godhead eternally exists beyond the influence of this material energy. Under the illusion of his spiritual potency, Yogamaya, you are now in anxiety that some harm has come to him, exactly as ordinary servant worries for the welfare of his beloved master. Dear Indradumna, the Supreme Lord controls the three worlds and even the greatest demigods obey his orders. What is the question of any harm coming to him? The Lord has left here for reasons of his own, so you need not to punish the Savras. They are innocent, and their leader Vishwavasu is as a great devotee of the Lord as you, despite your ardent desire to see him. The Lord will no longer be visible to you in his Neelamadhava form.
Never again?
Never. Now compose yourself and listen attentively, for I have come to tell you of the Lord's desire.
I am listening with full submission.
Construct a magnificent temple upon the sacred mountain of Niladri. Then, just to please you, the Lord will appear in an extraordinary form carved from a wooden log. He will be known as Jagannath and shower benediction upon the entire world. Have you understood?
My dear sage, your words have spared not only the Shabara's life, but my own life as well. On the horizon of the sea of despair, hope again lifts its eager face, like the sun rising after a long stormy night.
When the temple is complete, I shall return to take you to the abode of Lord Brahma, the Creator. We shall invite him to personally inaugurate the temple worship. Now I must go.
I must stop Yuddhavira. Jai Shila,
Your Majesty called?
have Yuddhavira bring the Shabara king here at once and send Vidyapati as well.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The sage of the demigods. He praised your exalted devotion for the Lord. Now I realize that your anger was due to intense feelings of separation from Neelamadhava. Please excuse my hostility, as the ignorance of one also blinded by love.
Well, then wonderful, wonderful. This is indeed a cause for rejoicing. I shall have to prepare a feast. Yes, let the whole village be invited. Who could have imagined such bitter rivalry ending in mutual satisfaction? Enmity transformed into admiration? Here is the proof of God's greatness, that He can accept the service of unlimited devotees and reciprocate perfectly with each other. My dear Indradumna, even among the saints of this world, your devotional fervor surpasses all. As the golden Mount Sumeru towers above the island of Jambudvipa and eclipses the Himalayas. Father-in-law, who can estimate your good fortune? Do you not feel joy at the prospect of having such a magnificent temple by your very door?
Joy? Yes, for you and your king. Myself, I am condemned.
Why, good sir?
No, not sir. A king, yes, but of the low-born sin hearts. Shall we be permitted to enter your temple?
Not my temple. It shall belong to the Lord of the universe, who counts all, from emperor to Shabara, as his sons.
In the towns, untouchables like us are sweepers.
I shall consider it to be a great honor to be a sweeper for the Lord.
And I too, indeed, I will be happy to perform any service for my Lord. How kind He was to one so low. He accepted the simple food from my very hands fruits and vegetables gathered from the forest. He let me bath him with his hands and massage his body with fragrant oil. How intimate our relationship was. Oh my Lord, my dear most friend, why have you forsaken me? Will it ever be like that game? Alone, the two of us, day after day, month after month, for years together, amidst the throngs of worshippers, served with such opulence and splendor. Will you still notice your Shabara friends? Oh Madhava, Veera Madhava, Veera Madhava.
My brother, please hear me. Neelamadhava is with you still. Only now he has entered deep within your heart and enthroned himself upon a golden seat of love, just as you have eternally endeared yourself to him. I have just heard Narada Muni glorify your exalted devotion. Be consoled by this knowledge. There is no question of actual separation for one whose love is as great as yours.
What is our Lord's desire?
He will come as Jagannatha Swami to shower benedictions upon all the people of the world without distinction.
What needs to be done?
A temple worthy of his glory must be constructed to receive him. Rulers throughout the world must be informed that they should offer their wealth and their sculptors for this purpose.
And I shall arrange for thousands of Brahmanas to perform 1,000 continuous Ashwamedha Yajnas. I will ask the villagers to supply ghee from the best of their cows and ample grains from their fields. Knowing the Lord's desire, the ruling demigods of the various planetary systems will undoubtedly bless us with their presence and preside over the function. For this will be no ordinary occasion. The Lord of all creation is going to appear.
And what is our part? We Shabaras, please order us.
All able-bodied men, women and children of the village should help. We require huge quantities of stone for building. Where is the nearest source?
Baulamala, not far from here.
Then a road must be constructed from there directly to Niladri forest. How glorious the day when we will see the Lord riding upon a chariot to the magnificent temple for his grand installation. Now, from this moment onwards, let us direct all our efforts towards the fulfillment of that goal.
King Indradumna has gone to Brahmaloka to bring Brahmaji. He returns. But when he came back, he couldn't find a drastic change in his kingdom. Kingdom belongs no more for him. Another king named Galadeva is ruling. They objected the decision taken by Indradumna. They had a great altercation. Then, at that particular context, a crow named Bhushandi arrives and reveals all the truth. So, Galamadhava apologizes and accepts Indradumna as the originator of the temple. Further, they work together to install the deity.
Dear son, Narada prayed that Indradupna return to the earth with sweetness of Garuda, for time moves impatiently in its distant course. May his prayers be sincere, his deeds ever fruitful.
My father, as you are the highest authority, your blessings assure the success of Indradumna's mission.
Narada, this king's good qualities are assurance enough. He must be an intimate devotee of Lord. For how else could he enter this planet, Satyaloka, which is inaccessible to humans?
This is a fact. Who but Indradumna could have built such a majestic temple towering toward the sun, cleaving the heavens?
He wanted me to offer this temple to the Lord, hoping my presentation would induce the Lord to appear. But Jagannatha will come only by Indradupna's fervent prayers. Throughout the first 50 years of my life, Lord Hari was present as the Neelamadhava deity. Today marks the beginning of the second half of my life, when Jagannatha shall reign supreme.
When you explained Lord Jagannath's liberal compassion, the reason for his advent became strikingly clear.
Neelamadava's mercy was available to relatively few. But Lord Jagannatha will not distinguish between demigods or humans, high born or low, male or female. Whoever sees him will at once be liberated. Even in Kali Yuga, when men are devoid of all virtues, they will still receive the blessing of Jagannatha's causeless mercy. Such is his distant mission, which none can check. Yet Indradupna alone can cause him to appear.
Then with my father's permission, I shall at once go to assist Indradumna, for all our hope and confidence rest upon him.
I shall not be far behind. As Indradupna has requested, I will come to establish the Lord in his magnificent temple.
Act number 6. Lord appeared as a log in Bangimukha, and it is being carved by Brahmaji, who came as a Brahmana named Ananta Maharana.
Blessed earth, O Mother Bhumi, today you look especially radiant and satisfied at heart. For the Lord of the universe, born upon the ocean's mighty waves, has arrived, entrusted to your loving care by choosing you as his mother. Lord Hari has ignored the prayers of all other planetary deities. Seeing Indradumna fasting to death, Lord Jagannath appeared to him in a dream and reassured him that the time for his advent had come. The Lord directed the king to Bankimuhan, where he would arrive as a great log floating in the ocean. O Mother, the sandy beach of Bankimuhan shall ever be renowned as the place where Lord Jagannath first rested after his long journey. Look, there lies that wondrous log marked with the 4 symbols of Vishnu, from whose self-manifest form Lord Jagannath shall soon emerge. Even the greatest of sinners shall gain liberation by seeing him only once. Its thousands of wave-like arms trying to free the log from the sand. But this log is not mere wood, to be moved by ordinary means or carved with mundane tools. The efforts of these souls shall all prove useless. I have come just in time to intercede on Indradumna's behalf. Good, they have met. Thus the wandering of all are controlled by the Lord, who, sitting in the core of the heart, knows everyone's desire. Material existence, like a mighty river, surges endlessly on, carrying all in her flood. Like weightless straws, the living beings are helplessly buffeted about, momentarily coming together, then quickly scattered apart. Yet here are souls whose ultimate union cares for neither time nor tide, and laughs at the ugly face of death. Their talks, their plans, their deeds shall forever endure, for time has no jurisdiction in the course of their lives. These are Vaishnavas, Lord Hari's devoted servants, whom the river of time cannot sweep away. I shall at once return to Brahmaloka and report to my father all that has transpired since the Lord's advent.
Act number 7, the last part of the drama. The king forced opened the door of the room which is being carved by Brahmaji. Since she broke the promise with Brahma, he leaves the place and leaves the deity unfinished. Later on, Brahmaji appears. Deity is painted and beautified to utilize for the worship, and the blessing from Brahmaji is offered to everyone and all are happy. That's the last part of the drama.
Tonight, I shall end my life. I have disobeyed the Brahmana, offended my Guru, and disfigured the Lord's transcendental form. No one could be more condemnable.
Indradumna, my dearest devotee, I am Jagannatha, eternally present as Purushottama in this wooden form. I have appeared in this way to fulfill the Vedic promise that though I am without hands and feet, I accept my devotees' offerings and walk about to bestow my blessings upon the people of this earth. I have especially enjoyed this sweet pastime in which you broke your promise to me. Devotees who have achieved the highest degree of love see me as Shyamasundara, the original personality of Godhead, holding a flute. Still, if you prefer to worship me in opulence, you may ornament me with hands and feet made of gold and silver. But you should know that I am already the ornament of all ornaments.
Gurudeva, did you hear?
I had come to explain Jagannath's appearance, but by his direct mercy, the Lord himself has already done that.
Oh, Master, this night was to be my last. Fearing I had offended you, I would have taken my life.
My dear child, now you understand the mystery of the wood carver's disappearance. The Lord has played this trick just to increase your love for him. Otherwise, how is it possible that you, the emblem of perseverance, could have lost your patience and broken your word?
Then the Brahmana Ananta Maharana?
Was Vishwakarma, the master architect of the demigods. The appearance of the Supreme Lord as Jagannath fulfills the eternal promise of the Vedas. Those who are envious of the Lord's personal opulences unscrupulously interpret the Vedic statement that the absolute truth is without hands and feet to mean that God is ultimately impersonal. But these words actually mean he has no material hands and feet. Thus, Lord Jagannath demonstrates the true purport of the Vedas, defeating the non-believers and impersonalists alike who deny his eternal personality. Jagannath has the greatest love for you, my child. Be assured of this. The form he has manifested is eternal, not an accidental creation.
And I thought him crude and unfinished. Rather, it was my crude heart that corrupted my vision and made me see the Lord, the complete and perfect person, as incomplete.
Indradumna, I shall tell you a still more confidential reason for Lord Jagannath's appearance. Once, while visiting Dwaraka, I beheld the Lord assume this very same future. Some of the ladies there were discussing the Lord's Vrindavan pastimes. They had posted Subhadra to guard the door, fearing their talks would cause the Lord intense pains of separation if he overheard them. But seeing his sister standing guard only increased his curiosity, and the Lord began to listen through the door when he heard of his pastimes with his beloved devotees in the Vrindavan. He became stunned, lost in feelings of separation. His eyes opened wide, and he withdrew his hands and legs within his body, appearing just like the form of Lord Jagannath. Balaram, his elder brother, appeared at that time, and he too began listening to the pastimes of Vrindavan, stood between her two brothers, became overwhelmed with ecstatic feelings, manifesting symptoms of intense separation. I was fortunate to be present at that moment. Astonished by the transformation the Lord had undergone out of love for his devotees, I prayed that he bless the world by revealing himself in this most striking future of ecstasy. Fast approaching is the auspicious time when the Lord should be greeted. Go quickly and call the others. Brahma Murta has arrived.
Here is King Galamathava and Vishnu Sharma, the head priest, with their assistants. And lastly, the best of devotees, Veerabhadra.
May Jagannath bless all of you for having rendered assistance to Maharaja Indradimna. Have you informed them of Lord Jagannath's words?
He has. All his misgivings are now dispelled.
That is the mercy of my Gurudeva and Lord Jagannatha. They have banished all doubts.
Oh, lighting! Ah, here is my father, the Revered Lord Brahma.
He is seated on a golden plain carried by hundreds of white swans, accompanied by the gods of the sun and moon, who stand reverently on each side. There are Brahma Rishis singing his glories, Apsaras dancing, and Gandharvas playing heavenly music.
Dear father, you have arrived precisely at Brahma Muhurta.
May Lord Jagannatha shower his blessings upon all of you. True to my word, I have come to perform the sacred installation of the Lord. Where is Maharaja Indradupna?
At your service.
On behalf of all the saints, universal controllers, and others under my charge, I thank you. It is difficult for me to reward you sufficiently for all you have done, for it is because of your unswerving devotion that Lord Jagannatha has come to remain in this universe for the ended duration of my life. Narada, are the chariots decorated with festive banners, chamaras, and lavish coverings of flowers?
Yes, dear father.
Are the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras ready with all the paraphernalia necessary for worship? And are all the devotees holding the ropes in their hands, waiting to pull the chariots upon which the Lord will sit?
Everyone is in readiness.
By dint of spiritual vision, I can see all the inhabitants of the seven worlds descending from outer space to attend the installation ceremony of Lord Jagannatha. My dear Indradupna, your good fortune knows no limits. Are you fully prepared?
Everything is auspiciously arranged, my lord.
Then we are ready. Call Vishavasu and servant of Neelamadava and your priest Vidyapati to carry the deities.
My lord, if only I could.
Child, why do you hesitate? Do you not see them?
I see them always, but only in the core of my broken heart.
Ha! Those mortal eyes are of no use. Now may your eyes see and your heart be mended by the spiritual water of my Kamandalu. Let your vision be anointed.
Vidyapati! Then it is you after all.
What? Indradimna? But, my friend, is this really you? Or a vision of my dreams?
If you were dreaming, then let our arms entwine and our tears mix together.
My friend, you cannot know the pain your absence caused. How much I suffered to hear the doubts of others.
Never would I have forsaken our sacred mission.
This is certainly most bewildering. Have you been brought together in some other world?
Yes, some other world. For here Lord Jagannatha, the Lord of the universe, reigns supreme.
What? Yudhavira here as well? Then are we still on earth?
Yudhavira, I should have known all along. Will you not greet me?
My lord, is it you, or only your apparition, came to plague me in the hell, where those who fail at duty are sent?
Oh, most loyal friend. No, duty shall never be dishonored in your presence.
What are these royal vestments? Is this some strange charade?
They are the just reward for all your noble deeds.
My father-in-law, Vishwasu alive? Dear father, see, Indradimna has returned. He has kept his word.
How can this be? Am I again in this world? Ah, wretched fate. When I perished in the forest fire, why didn't you return me to Neelamadhava?
My friend, you will soon see fate's true face. Once I too thought that fate was cruel. I know him now as the Lord's own tool to forge by the fire of hard ordeal our unalloyed devotional zeal.
Where is the Lord of your promise? So long I waited, till at last I had nothing left to offer but my final breath.
Jagannatha has come. Do you hear? He has come and will never leave again.
Lalitha, go offer respects to your father.
Why do you call me Lalita? Do you think I'm the daughter of a Shabara? Have I died or come to heaven?
No, my dear. It is more than heaven. It is the kingdom of God. See, your father is here as well.
My father. Father, can it be you? Oh, it is.
Where are we? And what does this all mean? Dear King, if you are able, please make it all clear.
My dearest friends, everyone, please compose yourselves. Look, Lord Brahma and Narada Muni are standing beside us, casting upon us smiles of benediction.
Then it is they who have made all this happen.
My dear devotees, by the grace of Lord Brahma, you now have divine vision, so you can be simultaneously conscious of past and present. While King Indradimna stayed on my father's planet, ages passed during which each of you gave up your bodies. Though your body changed, your consciousness did not, because consciousness is carried along with the transmigrating soul, and because you are all eternal servants of the Lord. There is no question of your ever having been disconnected from him or each other. These eternal relationships can never be lost even after giving the body.
My friends, dismiss all your doubts. Let go of all your heartfelt sorrows and rejoice once and for all. For behind these doors stand the object of each of our lives' long search. Gurudeva, may the doors be opened?
Yes, now is the proper time.
This form of Jagannatha removes the pain of long suppression. His eyes seem to drink in the universe. His smile spread benedictive bliss into the inner recesses of the heart. Has anyone ever beheld such a form? How can we calculate our debt to Indradupna? by his constant endeavors, he has made the unlimited nectar ocean of Jagannatha sweet beauty available to the whole world. Anyone who tastes even one drop of the nectar with his eyes will become permanently intoxicated with the love of Lord.
Here is the Lord of the universe who has redeemed our lives. O Lord, here we are, your eternal devotees, together at last. O Jagannatha, beholding your shining moon face with large lotus eyes, your dazzling streaks of tilaka, with the flash like lightning upon your forehead, and your effulgent body, whose beauty surpasses the bluish autumnal sky. I think that were I granted a life as long as Lord Brahma's, I still could not drink in the full beauty of your vision. My friend, is this not the same Lord Nilamadhava whom you once worshipped with such great affection?
The very same master and dear friend of my life. If only he had let me serve him, then I had make a costly paste of Malayan sandal pulp mixed with cooling camphor and musk and massage him with it early in the morning, and he would be unlimitedly pleased. His eyes would partially close like two pink lotuses whose delicate petals have not yet beheld the sun, and his face would resemble a fully bloomed blackish lotus. Out of his deep satisfaction, tears would rain from his lotus eyes like drop of dew, a shower translucent jewels falling upon his black lotus face.
Who but you could have such a vision? So, Vidyapati, you have brought me to Nilamadhava after all.
Did you ever doubt I would? Though our lives were separated by time, our friendship endured. Just as when a lotus stalk is broken, the fiber remains intact.
Are you satisfied, Narada? If your mission accomplished?
Yes, finally, just see the ecstasy of these devotees. Though Sri Jagannath's installation has not yet officially begun, they are already bathing the Lord with their tears of joy.
Then let their bliss increase 1,000-fold. Listen, dear children, to the boons Lord Jagannatha has given. Vidyapati and his descendants shall be known as Suyaras. They shall serve as the Lord's pujaris, and Vishavasu and his descendants shall perform personal service of him throughout future millennia, because they shall carry Lord Jagannatha to his processional chariot. They will be known as his Daitas.
And what about Indradyumna?
There is no expressing Jagannatha's pleasure concerning him. Whatever he wishes shall be fulfilled.
Then I shall ask Lord Jagannatha to grant this wish. May his doors be closed only for 3 hours every morning. May they remain open the rest of the day so that all people can behold him. Throughout the day, we shall offer him so much sumptuous food that his hands will never be dry from eating.
So be it, but please take a boon for yourself.
Yes, that I may never have any descendants, so that no one will ever claim this temple as his own.
O King, your selfish devotion shall be remembered throughout the ages.
Look, Indradeva, king of the demigods, has arrived with his beautiful wife Sachi. Suryadeva, the sun god, has come with his chaste wife Sapna, and Chandra, lord of the moon, has arrived accompanied by his wife Rohini.
They are all taking up the ropes to personally pull the Lord on his chariot. Yamaraja, Agnidev and Kubera has also arrived with their wives. Lord Jagannath's place is the entire universe.
Now Indradupna, as everything is ready, I requesting you and your friends to carry Lord Jagannatha, Lord Baladeva and Lady Subhadra to their processional chariots, so we may begin their grand installation.
My lord, whatever you have ordered shall be done.
Now, Indradumna, so dear to the heart of Jagannath, is there anything further I can do for you?
Dear Narada Rishi, what should I say? With the Lord of the universe beaming joyously upon us, Vidyapati and Vishwavasu waiting to fulfill your father's order, with all my best friends and servants standing around me, and with you, my divine master, looking always to my well-being, what more could I possibly desire? Only this. May those who take prasadam, the remnants of the Lord, who hear his glories chanted by the pure devotees, or who behold these three chariots as they ply along the road, be they most sinful, let it matter not at all. May they receive the benedictions of this all-compassionate Lord. Now, without a moment's further delay, let us carry the Lord upon his chariot and perform his grand installation.